Hey guys, Captain Irish here with your Monday motivation. Ooh, yeah. Be a lion. Be a lion. Okay, I'm gonna talk about not listening to the naysayers, people who are negative, people who tell you that you can't do something in life. We are gonna talk about them. This is what having a negative mindset does to you. Negative mindset, negative outcome, negative mindset, negative outcome, negative mindset, negative outcome, negative mindset, negative outcome, right? Positive mindset, positive outcome, positive mindset, positive outcome. People will tell you to give up on your dreams. People will tell you that you can't do something in life. If you listen to them, then you're not going to do it. Then you can't do it. And that's just a fact of life. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about when I was working in a warehouse. Why am I stroking my beard? Look at this. I start getting a beard, like a thicker beard, and I stroke it like I'm the most interesting man in the world. I was working in this warehouse doing shipping and receiving. I drove a forklift. I pulled orders for a production line, I stocked shelves, I rotated product, I did a lot of stuff with trucking companies, things like that. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but I would say I was pretty good at this job. And my boss at the time used to tell me all the time, you know, don't pursue acting, you're a warehouse worker. This is what you're made for. You're not gonna achieve acting, you're not built for that, you're not made for that. You can only work in a warehouse. You're a warehouse guy, you're a warehouse guy, you're a warehouse guy. And I would hear it every day. I started almost actually believing it, like, well, maybe, maybe it is just a dream, maybe I'll never make it, maybe I can't do this, or, I mean, I'm good at doing warehouse work, maybe I could do this. It's secure, I have money, I have a paycheck every week, and it's a job. I did not listen. So I started auditioning for projects. I booked this audition for Ashes of Eden, and I needed some time off work, like a couple hours, to go drive up north and meet the director in person. And my boss, being a good guy, he gave me that time off. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He's a very practical person. And sometimes having a practical mindset can be dangerous for a dream. And I want you guys to really think about that. When you put yourself in a box, right, in life, look at my pinky, look at, what the, okay, when you put yourself in a box in life, you're restricting your life, you're restricting your opportunities, you're minimizing what you can accomplish and achieve in your life, and that's very dangerous for your own happiness and for society as a whole, because if everyone who's achieved greatness in life listened to the people around them telling them that they couldn't do it, we might not have light bulbs right now, we might not have microwaves, we might not have TVs or airplanes, or people like Meryl Streep or Morgan Freeman, or I mean, Denzel Washington, these amazing great people who were amazing at what they did. Even Michael Jordan, he didn't make the basketball team, I think it was in high school or junior high, but if he had took that moment and went with that and just said, well, I didn't make it, I guess I can't do it, we wouldn't have a Michael Jordan. And if I had listened to my boss, I wouldn't have been in Ashes of Eden, and I wouldn't have had the foundation that I've already created for my career as an actor that I have now. And I know, like, I still have a long way to go, but I wouldn't have had those projects and those opportunities if I had listened to negative people. And after I booked that role, I had to walk my boss in his office and sit down. Ooh, I get to tell you off, buddy. Yeah, I did it. And I told him, John, I booked that lead role. And he goes, good for you, young buck. He called me young buck. Good for you. And I was like, thank you. And I sat down with him and his boss, and they, I worked my butt off at this place, right? Hard work pays off, no matter what it is. I don't care if you're working in fast food, driving a garbage truck, raking leaves, or you're an engineer in airplanes. You have to work hard in life. And it'll always pay off. And because I worked so hard in this place, they respected me enough to give me that time off to go film this movie. They said, yeah, you know, we'll hire somebody part-time just to fill in your spot, and when you come back in a month or so, you can work again. So I took like almost 2 months off, and I went to go film this movie. I came back, and I'm back in this warehouse, right? And they say the worst things in life isn't to never have what you want. The worst things in life is to get what you want, lose it, and never have it again. So when you're on top of the world, when you're really feeling like you've achieved everything you've wanted to achieve, you have to act like you're still number two, because that's when you need to work the hardest. You can never be content with being comfortable. You have to always strive to be uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in life to achieve greatness. Never, ever, ever get complacent in anything in life. Always achieve greater. Always go for that next step in life. That's very, very important. So here I am back in this warehouse. I had just came off this movie set. Literally people sprinting to get me water, staying in a suite in a hotel, and you know, I'm the star of the show. Everyone knows who I am, and I feel like a movie star, right? And now I'm back in this warehouse sweeping floors. My boss is telling me what to do. People are, you know, I am at the bottom of the totem pole again, and it's really humbling, let me tell you. I just felt like crap. I'm like, man, I had a taste of my dream. I was living like a movie star. I had everything I always wanted. I had, you know, 50 people running around, lights, camera, action. I'm doing my thing. I got co-stars. And now I'm back in a warehouse doing this crap, and my boss is back in my ear. It's not gonna happen again. It's not gonna happen again. That was a one-time thing. That was a fluke. You're a warehouse guy. You got to live your dream for a little bit, but it's not gonna happen again. A month later, I book another lead role for a movie called Surrender, filming out of state this time. Sit my boss in his office. Ooh, I get to tell you off again. I get to do it again. Yeah. Sit him down. He knows what's coming. I'm like, John, I just booked another lead role for a movie in Missouri. And he goes, you proved me wrong, young buck. He's like, you proved me wrong. And he admitted it. He admitted that I proved him wrong, and that I think that was the first time that he realized he could do this. He can actually do this, because he just booked this role, and now he's booking this role, and he went from saying you're never going to achieve anything, you're just going to be a warehouse guy, to that was a fluke, to good job, you proved me wrong. And that moment put tears in my eyes. That was like such a big moment for me, because here's this guy for, you know, almost 3 years telling me, you're a warehouse guy, you're not going to do it, you can't do it, you know. And that one moment of, you got me, good job, you proved me wrong. And sometimes, I know it sounds silly, but when you're achieving something, sometimes you have to pursue it and with that mindset, like, I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. Sometimes being told no is the greatest motivational speech you will ever hear in your life, if you have the right perspective in your life. You have to have a good perspective on the situations that you're going through, because they're not always going to be in your favor. And that's why I always talk about not going off of your feelings, but your principles in life, because you're going to get people like that who tell you you can't do it. You're going to get people in your life who say no, you're too tall, you're too short, you're not smart enough, you're too smart, you're ugly, you're too good looking, your eyes aren't blue enough, the sky isn't aligned, the stars aren't aligned for you, you can't do it. Let me stomp on your dreams, and that's what people do to people, because they don't want to see them succeed. And you know why? Because they feel like they can't do it. People who tell you that you can't do something in life, that's because they feel like they can't do it, and they want to project all their insecurities on other people in life, because they don't want to see anyone else succeed, and that is a loser. And you guys will deal with that multiple times in your life. And I'm here to tell you guys that you can do it. Don't listen to those people. No, actually, listen to those people and use it to push you from where you are to where you want to be in life and achieve greatness. You can do it. If you want to be an actor, go be an actor. If you want to be an engineer, go be an engineer. If you want to be a singer, a painter, a photographer, a YouTuber, a singer, I think I said that twice. It doesn't matter. You could do it. You can do it. You have to put in the work though. And that's where doing your diligence is important. Do your research. Find out what it is you have to do. Create a roadmap. Your dreams are great, but you have to have structure with dreams. Dreams are dreams. Goals get results. You have to have structure. And even to this day, I mean, I've had friends tell me, you know, oh, Steven's going nowhere. He's not going to amount to anything. I don't want to have a friend like that because he's literally not going to achieve anything. I've had a friend say that to me. We got into a big fight. I was like in my early 20s before I'd done anything, and I just had this dream. And he was going to school at the time, and he told me, like, I don't need you in my life because you're not going anywhere, and I don't want to associate myself with people who have dead-end dreams. And that hurt, man. And I'll tell you right now, after I did a few acting projects, he actually wrote me on Facebook and apologized to me and said, I see you going somewhere now. I can tell that I was wrong and I want to apologize to you. And that felt really good too. Here's the really sad part. Your friends and your family will be the first ones to tell you to give up, to tell you that you can't do it. And it's not always necessarily out of a place of anger or hate or jealousy. Sometimes it's out of love. Like my mom, when I was in Georgia pursuing acting, living out of my car, every time I talked to her, she would tell me to come home. And I would tell her, Mom, I don't need to hear that right now. I need you to tell me, keep going. Don't give up on your dreams, because that's what's in my heart. I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. Even with YouTube right now, I'm on YouTube because it's a great opportunity for me to develop a career while I pursue acting or a job. You know, YouTube, I can, if my channel really does take off, I can do this anywhere. I can make my own schedule, audition when I want to, and that's why I'm pushing YouTube so hard. I'm rambling now, but the biggest point to this video is don't listen to people who tell you that you can't do something, because it's just negative. It puts you in a box. You don't want to put yourself in a box, and use it. Use it. The word no, the word you can't, the words you can't, not word, it's two words, are the biggest motivational speeches you'll ever hear if you have the right perspective on life. So go get it. Get your dreams, make your dreams come true. In the words of Shia LaBeouf, do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams! Yesterday, you said today. Today, you say tomorrow. Just do it! Anyway, just do it. Peace out, everybody. God bless. I hope you guys got something from this. I said that already. I'm talking way too much. Shut the camera off. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this, please subscribe. I post. Just subscribe. Just subscribe. All right.